What is up, YouTube? Today, I'd like to give my take or answer some questions according to the internet. These are the most googled fitness questions. I'm gonna put it, put them somewhere here. Um, the first, or according to Google now, the most googled question is, how often should I exercise? I'm gonna rephrase and put the question as, how many times a week should I go to the gym? I would say minimum 3 days a week is a decent amount for you to benefit. Ideally, 4 days for me, that is almost, the perfect amount of days. If you're gonna be doing what is called the bro split, push pull legs, meaning now that push, it's when you're doing chest you are pushing, when you're doing back you are pulling, then you do legs, and then you push again, now which is shoulders, and then you add arms somewhere then between. You can do a little bit of arms during your chest day, some arms during your back day, some arms when you're doing your um, shoulder day. So with the arm, it also has three major parts: bicep, tricep, and forearm. So you can split. Apologies, split the arm workout accordingly in those 3 days when you push, and you're pulling, and then legs. Now that's when now you're gonna be doing your quads, hamstring, your glutes, your calves, abductors, all of that. So I would say that 4 days, it's somewhat the sweet spot. Suggestion is that you go maybe 2 days, you take one day off, you go another 2 days, then you take a day or two off. If you just keep it like that, it will be enough for you to gain. And also, obviously, everyone, only a few are lucky enough to have fitness be their main jobs. So only those will be lucky enough to have access or have a lot of time to commit to the gym. But as most of us with our normal jobs, 4 days, it can be weaved into a person that works 40 to 45 hours a week. If you're really serious about your fitness journey. So that is um, my take on how often should one go to the gym. Um, I'm gonna go to the second question. When is when is it best to exercise? Eh, For that one, it varies from individual to individual. I would suggest you need to try all. Okay, it's only, you can break them down into the three possibilities. It's either you go train early in the morning, most likely empty stomach, or maybe um, something light, to break the fast. Or you can go midday after have maybe 2 meals, or you can go in the afternoon after a whole day of eating. I've done all three. The first one, early in the morning. I've done that with just a cup of black coffee, no sugar, a little bit of salt, and a banana, and no complaints. You hear people complain about training on empty stomach and all of that. No complaints. yeah, I would go in. I still do it from time to time. I'll go in, get it done, be on my way. Focused, as long as I had a decent amount or a good night's sleep, go in, focus, maximum effort, all the good stuff. And also going to the gym after 2 meals. So after your your breakfast and the meal after that, brunch, lunch, whatever the case is. That's also good. And with that one, it's you are able to give more. The thing that when training in the morning on an empty stomach or on something light, there is a degree or there is some limitations. Perhaps, if your max, it will be challenging to hit your max on a semi-empty stomach, but you can definitely still get a decent amount. But now when you're going to the gym after 2 meals, there's more energy, there's more reserve, there's more gas in the tank. There's more gas in the tank. So no, that would be the difference between the two. When you're going to the gym now after 2 meals, there's definitely more gas in the tank, and it's still early, uh, possibly around 1 or 2. So the exhaustion of the day, has not sort of taken over, or you will not be suffering from the exhaustion of the day of your normal day to day. And then there is going to the gym in the afternoon. In the afternoon, if your day was not challenging, or if your work that you do it's not physically taxing, then you shouldn't have issues training in the afternoon. But you just need to motivate. You need motivation, or at least discipline. Because personally, in the afternoon, it's been a long day of doing this and that, you know, life's challenges and all of that. And sometimes you may just feel like just want to go home and relax and all of that. You definitely need discipline to um, do that. A tip with that, if you have a training partner, that will definitely help you, because some days, you'll be the one running low on gas. Then the training partner, they will hold you accountable, or they say, yo, let's go. And then some days will be the other way around. So that will be the tip. When you want to train in the afternoon, train with somebody, or if you're not training alone, you need to sort of build up your mindset. You need to sort of listen to a lot of David Goggins just to, build up your mindset, because it's definitely doable. But personal experience, some days are challenging. Some days, it's 5 o'clock. You don't want to go to the gym, or the gym is full, or whatever the case is. So for me, I prefer training in the morning, because right now I'm not trying to gain any extra or extreme amount of muscles. I just want to get in there, stimulate the muscle, and get on with my day. But all three, that is the way I would sort of answer or give advice or give my take on when it's best to exercise. It depends on the person. All three, training on a semi-empty stomach, training after 2 meals, or training in the afternoon, both have their own challenges, their own benefits, and it will go from individual to individual. Those who start work early, they would unfortunately now need to train in the afternoon, or those who start work late or whatever, they can train early in the morning. But all three, if you can show up, that will be best. What time you show up, well, it's gonna be up to you. So yeah, that's my. I'm gonna answer more of these questions. So there's just two for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Any suggestion in the comments, and thank you for watching.